Hello, dear future people. It's time to make another one. The Ouija board message for today says, a riddle wrapped in a mystery, which is just the perfect description of the way life is. All right, and that's actually exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. All right, we're going to get into the most serious topic today of all time, the most important philosophical question. All right, I'm going to reveal the secrets of life today in this episode. It's going to be a big one, okay? And I am not even saying that in a facetious way. All right, I feel like I really have this figured out, and I'm about to share it with you exactly what's going on. Well, what? Okay, what? Caveat. Okay, what works for me? All right, and I don't actually know any of this for certain. All right, this just feels intuitively accurate to me. Okay, so this one, I decided I'm going to make this wall the map wall. So I'm actually gonna do a little bit of work on this wall today. And while I'm doing that, while I'm waiting for the trees to grow, I think I'm gonna need wood. Yeah, those haven't grown yet. So once those grow, I'm gonna go chop them down and then chop the big spruce tree down as well, while I'm going to be talking about the point of life today. Okay, a very big topic. It's going to be a very important video today. All right, I just figured I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the most important topics there are to discuss in a philosophy oriented Minecraft channel. Okay, so I have a lot to get to. You know, I have the things written on my index card. There's a lot to get into. All right, so I'll just jump right into it. I mean, gameplay-wise, I guess I'll let you know. I'm basically going to be working on the cow farm, pretty much, and I'll talk about it more when I actually get to building that stuff. All right, so while I'm doing this very ordinary, very monotonous stuff, this is the prime time to just go ahead and jump right into the topic today. And so basically, it boils down to something that's pretty stereotypical. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's nothing. What I'm about to tell you, it's not really that. You know, what it boils down to, all right, is not really all that novel, all that. I didn't want to break that block, so I replaced it. What it boils down to basically is, we should make the world a better place. All right, yeah. I know that's a very stereotypical thing to say, isn't it? Isn't that what every philosopher comes around to figuring out eventually? But there's a lot. There's a lot more to that. All right, bear with me, because it's not just that. There's a reason. That's what it boils down to. All right, but I have a whole personal mythology worked out in this about how this works, how I get around to making that assessment of what's going on. And by the way, I don't think everybody would actually agree with me on this. At face value, it's not really. I don't think it's necessarily immediately apparent that that's what life is about. So some of you might say, well, wait a minute, I don't really care about making the world a better place. I just want to enjoy myself. Why should I be trying to make the world a better place? Like, I thought we don't have free will. I thought there was no God. I thought why bother then? Why don't we just sort of do whatever we want to that makes us feel better, and not really be so concerned with the entire world and how our actions might be affecting other people and whatnot and all that nonsense. Why even worry about any of that? All right, how many blocks is this? Oh, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is it. That's all I need. I just want a 4x4 map. There's going to be a map, a big map over here. Okay. I actually kind of want to dig down. Yeah, that's what I should do, actually. I'm going to dig down a little bit and put some stairs there, so that way it's going to be more centered. I'm going to look at it. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to actually replace some of those blocks at the top with the stone just to make it look right. Huh? Or wait, what should I put? Make stairs? Should I put stairs up there? So it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I should put stairs in there. Do I have I have cobblestone stairs. Do I really want to make more stone stairs just for that? No, and I don't care. I'm gonna make cobblestone stairs. That's gonna be fine. Let's do cobblestone stairs at the top. Bam. Yeah, that's gonna look fine. It's gonna look lovely. Just like that. So, yeah, I have like a personal mythology worked out basically, and I call it a mythology because it's not like true. It's not like this is actually how it is. It's kind of like it's a neat way of looking at the world that kind of gives it a nice framework, a nice way to think about it, and that's kind of what mythology comes down to. That's what mythology is supposed to be about. You know, it's just supposed to give you a kind of convenient way to think about the world. You know, that's at least what I think. You know, it's about. Maybe it's. I'm sure mythology professors would probably say that that's nonsense. I don't actually know anything about mythology. But I've developed. Yeah, this is gonna look nice. This is gonna be a 4x4 square of maps. That's gonna basically be mapping out the half a kilometer square that I'm going to be working on. And this thing, I kind of wanted to move this thing closer. I don't actually like it there. I decided I don't like it there. I want to actually move it back here where I originally had it at. Yeah. Well, man, now that I put it there, I don't like it anymore. I don't like it there anymore. Come on, Artem. Why you got to be so indecisive? Maybe if I make this bigger, like this, maybe that'll look nicer. Maybe that'll make it look nice. Is that gonna make it look nice? Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna break that block back down. Do something like that. That still looks kind of natural, right? Yeah, there we go. I think I like that. Yeah. Now I think that looks better, right? Doesn't that look better? I think it looks totally better now. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now we're good. And then I'll probably put an anvil over here or something like that. I'll figure out something else to put there. And then right here, I'm probably going to make like an entrance to a staircase that goes down underneath, and then I'm going to check out what the heck is going on underneath me, because I know I can hear zombies underneath, so I think there's something going on underneath. All right, so the personal mythology that I've come up with. So there's two components to when you're thinking about the point of life. There's two components to this question. The first one is, well, what is the point of life? What's the meaning of life? But the second one is, well, how do you achieve that? Like, how do you actually utilize that understanding? How do you actually implement that? What does that actually mean to you? So, I might not actually get to the second one, although I've already kind of talked about it. You know, if you've watched episode 4, which was the most interesting episode yet, the fewest people have watched yet, you should totally check out episode 4. It's had the least love, has received the least love yet so far. So it would be really cool if you guys, if you like this, you should check out episode 4 as well. I'll be going into some similar things, and I'm going to be talking about it in here too, in episode 4. So, but the first component is the why question. Right? Is that birch tree grown yet? Not at all. Maybe by the time I chop down the other tree, it will have grown. So I'm actually going to go do that. Inside, I really just wanted to make that wall bigger. So I'm going to make another chop axe. Another axe. It's just an axe. It's not like a mine pick. Why is it a pickaxe? Why is it called a pickaxe and not just a pick? Like, this is a regular axe, but this is a pickaxe. Who called it a pickaxe, man? Oh, well, I guess that's what it's called. It's a pickaxe. It's an axe that you pick with, right? Something like that. So, I still haven't even gotten into the topic. More than half of you would have already clicked out of this video by this point, because I haven't delivered I need stairs. Someone put stairs there. I haven't delivered on my promise yet, and it's already like more than 5 minutes in, I think. Is it? I'm not sure actually, but Oh, that's right. I can make stairs now and over here. I should just carry stairs around with me. I barely have any though. Let's make more stairs on this stone cutter. That's what it's called. It's called a stone cutter. There we go. That should be enough for now. Do I have enough fence? I do. I have plenty of fence. Hey, there's one birch tree. All right. Okay. So yeah, my personal mythology about the meaning of purpose of life, meaning of life. So my personal mythology kind of invokes a naturalistic approach to metaphysics, right? So you know how some people believe that there's some kind of a god out there in some kind of form or other, and I've talked about this before. I like to think of it as just nature, just nature, man, just the universe. It's all like a single thing, all one big glorious thing that I'm going to call nature. And my take on nature is basically that I like to anthropomorphize it, which is basically, oh man, it's not. I should have slept first. I should have looked at the sun and noticed that it's going down. You do not want to be stuck up there at night, okay? Because archers are going to kill you, because they're going to shoot an arrow at you, and then you're going to fall and die. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep real quick. It's technically, it's actually technically not safe to be doing this, to be pitching a bed outside like this and sleeping outside like this. It's technically not safe, because I totally died like this before in a hardcore run. When I just took a nap, and some creeper must have spawned like right around around me somewhere, and blew me to smithereens. So I'd like to kind of stop doing that, or at least I wanna look into it. I want to do some research on that, like how far away from you do things actually spawn? Like, is there any does the light, if you have that torch out, is that sufficient to keep the creepers away? I should be crawling. I should look into that. But what I was saying, so I like to anthropomorphize nature, which is kind of like what religion typically does or tries to do, because allegedly, God created us in his image, which means he basically looks like just a dude just floating around in the sky, right? That's basically what that means, isn't it? He's supposed to be basically just like a dude. He's just like us, and he created us in his image or whatever, so like we're supposed to kind of resemble God. So I actually have a contention with this. I think that religion does not anthropomorphize God sufficiently, because you know what, if you've read the Bible or any part of the Bible, I barely read the Bible, guys, but if you know at all about some of the stories in the Bible, I think, and you look at it from an unbiased perspective, I think you'd come to a reasonable discernment. You would kind of come to think that, this God is not like us. Like he's kind of an asshole. Like if a person was to do the kind of stuff that God pulled off in the Bible, we would think that person is a giant prick. I mean, he really kind of screwed people over. And the world that he created, like the world here that we live in right now, it is just, there's so much just atrocious stuff going on in the world. I mean, it really kind of sucks, and God is just not doing anything about it. And he's supposed to be all powerful and almighty, and he apparently just doesn't give a shit about all this pain and suffering going on. He's just sitting there with all his glory and might and power, and he's just like, well, Adam and Eve, they didn't listen to me, so you all have to suffer for all eternity until Jesus comes again, or something of that nature. You all have to suffer. That's a freaking asshole God. Why a human being would never create a world like that, in which it would not be that vindictive of wouldn't be that freaking concerned about Adam and Eve eating a freaking apple just because, oh well, you told them not to and they did it anyways. So I think that's kind of that's really asinine. And then for the rest of eternity or whatever, or however long it takes until we all get salvationized, until then we are all just gonna suffer and bear the burden of original sin and without the original sin, like we're all supposed to consider ourselves to be sinners and all that. So does that mean that, so if God is anthropomorphized and he made us in his image, does that mean that God is also a sinner? Does it? I mean, does that mean that he's also, I mean, that would make more sense. That would kind of explain why he's such a dick. But the thing is, I don't think human beings are that way. I don't think human beings are as asinine as the God of the Bible. Human beings have more compassion than that. We actually care about each other and would not resort to that kind of vindictiveness, to that kind of assholery, just over some freaking apples, man. That's just messed up. I mean, that's a maniac of a god. He's just, or I'm sure religious scholars would scoff at me and just tell me that I don't understand anything about religion. I just don't get it. And I'm sure there's like there's all kinds of apologists, explanations to this that will make me sound like a complete idiot. I know. I shouldn't. There's religious explanations to basically everything. I mean, religious scholars have come up with explanations to all of the common contentions of religion, and I am well aware of that. But my opinion is proudly ignorant. All right, that's what this channel is about, and that's what I'm about, and that is my proudly ignorant opinion. The religious God is not anthropomorphized enough. He is actually much more of an asshole than your typical human being is. All right, and what I do in my personal mythology is I try to imagine nature as being more like the human being. I actually anthropomorphize nature more than your typical religion anthropomorphizes God, and that means basically that you're imagining him in the image of humans, or vice versa. All right, that's basically what that means, what that word means. I had to look it up. I forgot what the word is, but I know there's a word. What was that word? Is it androgenize? No, that can't be right. I had to freaking reverse look it up. I had to like type in the definition, and then I was like, oh yeah, anthropomorphized. That's the word. Fancy freaking falafel word. But yeah. So my conception of nature is that it also doesn't have free will. So I think there's just no agency all the way. I think that determinism is not incompatible with supernature. I imagine a supernatural universe in which there is nevertheless a supernatural universe in which there is no free will anywhere. So I think that more likely than not, we do survive death, and there is such a thing as an afterlife, and all of that. And I'm just going to tear this wall down, basically, and make a pathway and a staircase leading into this. And then I wanted to look from the outside to see how big is this wall? Like, how much volume is there actually to this wall? Can I just tear down this entire wall and open this up to a beautiful view of the valley right there? Because I think that's actually entirely doable, because I think it's actually a pretty thin wall over here. So I kind of wanted to look from farther away to see if that's the case while I'm talking about this. So yeah, I like to think of nature as also not having free will. Like, basically, I think that everything that's happening, like, yeah, I think that there is a consciousness. There is such a thing as a disembodied consciousness, right? That's the main supernatural concept. That's the main concept of supernature that distinguishes what I would call supernature from materialism. The concept, the idea that it's possible for there to be this kind of disembodied consciousness, that we can sort of, like, after we die, we sort of just float around, so to speak, and that there must be, some kind of ghosts or some spirits or whatnot. Maybe our relatives are looking over us, or God is watching you while you masturbate, something like that. Like, yeah, I think that's basically the idea of supernature, that consciousness is not restricted to fleshy brains. Hello, horsey. You are beautiful. I like you. I will return to this horse eventually and try to make friends. That's a pretty village over there. How far out are we? 437. 440. Let's go out to 448 and place a cornerstone down, because I kind of haven't done that yet, and I kind of want to do that just so that I know what the extent is. There's 448. What is the extent of this, the amount of space that I'm working with? Like, how far is 448? Because the idea is I don't want to go out past 448 until I make it to about day 500. 192, 448, and 447 is here, and 91 is right here. Yep. And I'm going to make a whole bunch of birch logs. So yeah, I imagine that there is a supernatural world, and imagine is key here. Like, I have no way to actually prove this. It's just my intuition, my speculation. This is what I like to think. Right? This is wishful thinking. I am an optimistic agnostic. I think that it's more likely than not that this supernature is real, and that we survive death, and that there is something more going on than meets the eye. All right, that's my wishful thinking. Okay, that's what I like to believe, even though there is absolutely no concrete, definitive evidence of this whatsoever. All right, don't get me wrong. All right, this way is northwest. So this is 448, 192. This should be a bigger one. This should be one of those 4x4 cornerstones. God damn it! Do I want to do that right now? God damn it. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that right now, because I should sleep. I do need that torch out there just to make it a little bit safer to sleep here. Let's go ahead and sleep here real quick. So yeah, I like to think that there is a supernatural reality out there, and I like to think that it also does not have free will. So, which means that nature kind of just made the world, and nature is conscious, by the way, that it's conscious, and just like humans, it doesn't have free will, and it's just kind of doing things as it feels like it. And there might have been reasons, but they were all deterministic. There's everything happens either for a reason or it happens randomly, and in neither case is there anything like free will, which just doesn't make sense. The concept of free will doesn't really make sense. Nobody can really define it and put a finger on what the heck that even means. It's just an incoherent concept. I mean, I think the idea, what people mean is that they imagine that if they were a different person, they would do something differently than the way that person does, than that person would have done. Oh, there's some pillagers. 2 pillagers with no boss man. Man, they must be lost or something. Just like we are in life. No, I'm not lost. I feel like I've got this figured out, right? I am not lost. I feel like I totally got it figured out. All right. I think I really like my conception. It works wonders for me psychologically. I like to wishfully think that it's true, without knowing at all whether or not that's the case. I like it. Okay. And so where am I going with this? So I like to think that there totally is, that I like to anthropomorphize nature and imagine that nature is just like us, and that it doesn't have free will, or she. I like to think of nature as a feminine. I like to imagine that there's sort of a feminine entity called nature that doesn't have free will, that just made the world because it felt like it, without really thinking too much about it, or maybe it did think a lot about it and just thought that it, and really wanted to give it a try, and just really thought that it was going to be a great idea, and then just did not realize how big of a blunder it was. I think nature fucked up. I think nature had no idea that it was gonna end up this freaking ugly. That life was just gonna be such a hideous mess for everyone. So I think nature probably thought that it was gonna be great, that it was a really good idea, and it really liked the idea of the world we live in, and it made it, and then it kind of went to shit. But it was too late, because now you have conscious beings, and you can't just kill them. Now you've made conscious artificial intelligence that's biological, and that's basically life, pretty much at that point. So how it can't just kill us off. That would be too inhumane. And nature's just like us. It's humane. It doesn't want to just kill everybody. So it ends up. So it's not going to. It's going to just allow the world to just persist, and the world is just gonna. And that's why we find ourselves in this horrible freaking mess, this ugly mess that we call reality. All right, because nature fucked up, but there is a silver lining. There's a silver lining, and basically, us human beings, we actually have the capacity. Nature gave us the capacity to be able to do something about this. We are actually the only part of nature that can really do anything about it. That can actually make the world a better place. Because animals, like they try. These guys, they do their darnest, trying to survive and improve and make things better for their little baby sheep. They really try really hard to at least make things better for their children, and make a little nest and try to teach them things. But they can't even talk, or as far as we know. I mean, maybe they say bah, but they actually mean they actually mean something by that, and there's more to it, and we just don't understand because we're stupid humans. So maybe they do communicate, and I know there's evidence that a lot of animals really do communicate pretty spectacularly, and I could die here in this lava. So actually, I've looked around this mountain. It's actually pretty thick. There is going to be a lot of substance there to have to remove if I'm going to go down that route. So actually, I don't think that's a viable route. I don't think that's what I should do. I don't think it's going to work. It's not going to work, guys. Well, I tried. Let's see if maybe just like in this part of it, would it work? Oops, god damn it. Freaking powdery snow. I need leather boots. Yeah, see, like right here, I kind of like how there's this window over here, and then you could just die if you jump off of this ledge. I'm gonna put torches on this tree to signify that I was here. There, and another one. Oh, god damn it! This is powdery snow, freaking. There we go. One more up there. Look at the top there. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like how that looks. That looks good. And that's about all I want to do here. So should I just cut down this portion of it? You know what? No, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Not cut down any of it. Can I make that jump? Is this too far to survive? I'm gonna practice. I'm going to practice bucketing. I'm gonna practice, because if you never practice, you're not gonna get good at it. This takes practice, right? And I'm pretty sure that's less than 24 blocks, so I think this is a safe jump. I did it. That's how you do it. Okay. Apparently, this also that also works with scaffolding. Scaffolding also does the trick, but you have to be crouching to do that, to place scaffolding. So I'm not sure. Can you crouch while you're flying in the air? I'm not sure. I never tried this. I never tried that. Okay, so I'm not going to carve away. Dude, that is only, this portion of it isn't the thick part of it. This portion of it is only going through, oh man, okay. Sorry guys, I'm a very indecisive human being. All right. That's just this right here. That's just this portion of it right here. So that's actually, maybe that is doable. Dude, that's not a whole lot. That's like just this right here. Yeah, I could totally just freaking cut all of this down. That would be fine. Dude, it's gonna look fantastic. And then you're gonna have this view from the farm all the way, you know, it's gonna look out here. I'm gonna chop down this tree that's in the way. It's gonna look fantastic. I love it. That's the plan. All right, I have a plan. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. This entire freaking side of the mountain, I'm just gonna remove all of it. And I'm gonna make a staircase going down here, and then about like a little bit of a way, like once your head goes once your head goes below that layer, I'm actually gonna put a whole bunch of glass, cover it with glass, and then you can just walk over the glass. It's gonna be great. Does snow accumulate on top of glass? I'm not sure actually. Maybe it does. Which would kind of suck. That would kind of completely defeat the purpose then of putting glass up there. I need to get glass to test that theory. I do not have glass on me, so I cannot test the theory right now, but I will in the future. So, I think that nature fucked it up and did not realize how much of a mess it was going to create by creating the universe as we know it. But it created us, and we do care. We are not indifferent like the rest of nature is. The rest of nature, like, yeah, I think it's conscious, but it's completely like it can't do anything. It's bound to by the laws of physics. Like it's probably limited by the speed of light or something. Like it's probably not everywhere all at once, or maybe it is, but it's not. It's like local. It's not like parts of it doesn't know about the other parts of it or something like that. You know, so it's probably not all powerful, and it also probably feels like it would be unethical to just kill everybody, just end the simulation. That would just be wrong. So it kind of has to persist. You know? What the heck? I think that's... If you heard that, I hope you didn't hear that. I think that was like a baby crying downstairs. That's not in-game sounds. That's my neighbor's sounds. All right, I think I'm safe to sleep here. So yeah, I think nature kind of fucked up, but the silver lining is that the human beings, can help each other. We can help each other out. We can make the world a better place, and totally. And there's so much potential. That's the thing. You know how much better we can make the world? I think we could make it way better. We could make it much better. Like it can become so much better than it currently is. I think we're just nowhere near as, you know, we have so far to go. And I think we can do it, and it's going to be freaking terrific. It's just like, you know, it can become magnificent, just outright magnificent what we could do. The possibilities. Well, no, I really do like that there because that water is going down there. So yeah, I think that's going to be where the glass starts, and then I'm going to have this part glassed off, and hopefully snow does not accumulate on top of glass, or I don't know, I don't know what I'm going to do if it does. I don't know. I'm going to have to change plans and do something different. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Basically, but maybe I won't make it out of glass then. Maybe it's just going to be covered up with some bland cobble. But basically, I want to kind of convert all of this into cobble. So yeah, you know, that's why we should make the world a better place, because nature screwed it up. And I call this concept, I used to call it natural redemption, but now I actually think I don't think natural redemption sounds right, because that makes it sound like it's in contrast to some kind of unnatural redemption, which doesn't make sense. There is only the redemption of, basically, I think that we ought to, as human beings, it's our duty to redeem nature, to make it up to the world. I basically think that nature screwed it up, but it also created something very beautiful, and it created us. And life can have, there's a lot of potential. We can make it really nice over here if we try hard enough. We can really make this place just amazing. And I'm going to get to the how part of this. There's a how part of this too that I'm going to get to. The how part of this is tribe revival. And this is what I was talking about in episode 4, which you should all watch, because nobody's seen it. On like 14 views so far on episode 4, which is so far my favorite episode. Episode 3 kind of really sucked. I really thought that the first 3 episodes weren't particularly great, but then I tried really hard to make things to do a better job with this on the 4th one, and I think I did. I think the 4th one it's actually all right. It's actually pretty decent. And I talk about tribe revival. And what day is it? It's day 48. I have like 2 more days, so I still have some time to get into that, the tribe revival aspect of it. The tribe revival is going to be the means by which you redeem nature. So yeah, I was saying how I think I don't really like the term natural redemption. That's what I was calling it before, but I actually don't think that's the best term, because let's do something like this over here, and then we can put more cobble down here and make cobble go across this. Oh man, I'm gonna have to make it go. I want cobble all the way down this wall. I don't want this ugly dirt. There we go. Now it looks heavy duty, doesn't it? There we go. Maybe even one more. God damn it. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna have to do this real quick. Change things back and forth. I know that's probably pretty annoying to watch, but you like the commentary, right? This channel is all about the commentary. Not all about. I mean, it's half and half. All right. I do care about the gameplay. I think it's like half and half, gameplay and commentary. The commentary is also pretty cool. Oh yeah, the other thing I was gonna do was stop carrying my what are these called? Shears around. I don't really need shears all the time. I have plenty of wool now, so I don't really need it for that. Yeah, and then I'm going to have that covered up in glass, have this covered up in glass. Maybe do a little bit of a diagonal thing here, like that. And this is going to be glass. And then I'm probably not really going to have this bridge here then. Or maybe have it like that. Yeah, that'll look okay. Won't it? Won't that look alright? And this part also will need to be cobbled for it to look right. I really freaking hope that snow doesn't accumulate on glass, because that would just completely ruin the plan. Or I'll have to do something else. I'll have to figure out some other way to. I don't know how to do it. Maybe I'll put torches around it. So yeah, instead of calling it natural redemption, I decided I'm going to call it reverse redemption, because that kind of, I think that term is more descriptive. It more accurately captures the concept, the idea behind it. The idea is that instead of, you know how in religion there's the concept of redemption, how we're supposedly, allegedly, we're supposed to, the point of life is salvation. You know, salvation from hell, from God's vindictive punishment. And you know, it's you have to amend, you have to atone for your sins to achieve salvation, to please God, and to not go to hell. And to atone for your sins is the point of life, and that's why God made us into sin. God made us, created us as sinners, just to make us atone for it, just to shit test us for whether or not we're good enough to worship Him forever in heaven. And that's the point of life, according to religion or something like that. I know religious scholars will disagree with me, and if you are one, let me know. Let me know what the conventional responses are to such asinine arguments. Because I know there are some. All right, I know that they exist, and they're kind of religious arguments. The apologetics, it's buried in text. They'll be like, well, you gotta read the Bible, bro. If you read the Bible, then you'll understand. You'll find all of the answers. Sorry, I'm particularly sick today. I'm basically sick all of the time, but I am actually feeling particularly sicker than usual currently. It gets worse and it gets better, and sometimes it kind of goes in waves, in phases. I'm currently in the not so good phase, where I'm actually coughing. So yeah, I know that there is such a thing as apologetics that explains everything and makes everything make sense. If I just dig the tunnel through there, then it wouldn't really make sense to go around this way. Did I just screw this up? Because I meant to kind of go through here. Maybe I'll sort of go halfway through here and meet the tunnel halfway. And meet that, and sort of halfway through, kind of veer over. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So yeah, there's reverse redemption. So basically the idea behind reverse redemption is that it's the opposite of what religion tells us to do. Religion tells us that we're supposed to atone for our sins. I think it's the freaking opposite. I think we're here to redeem God. We're here to make up for God's mistake by making this world a better place. Because God fucked up. He made the world. He didn't have free will, all right? So it's not his fault. But just like us, as an anthropomorphized version, and I'll go back to calling it nature. Nature which is just like us, kind of really fucked up. Yeah, okay. I decided I do not like how. Oops. I want that to be a single pole instead of a double pole. Okay. It's just how it that would just feel better. I think that feels nicer. I think that makes more sense. Yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense. Let's sleep. God damn it, I have all this freaking snow. What are you gonna do with all this snow? I have no idea what I'm gonna do with all the snow I'm getting. I have no plans for it whatsoever. And it's dangerous to be doing this while it's almost nighttime. But it's not quite nighttime yet, so things aren't spawning around me yet, just yet, so I think I'm fine. I think this is okay. I made it, I survived the night. Things are good. We're still alive. I would really like to stay alive in this game, because it would just be heartbreaking at this point if I end up dying somehow, because I gotten so far. I'm already on freaking almost to day 50. It's unbelievable. I made it to day 50. This YouTube channel thing is actually working out. I'll get to that in a second. I want to finish talking about the topic first. So yeah, reverse redemption. Basically, All right, now, and I'm about to say something that's probably really gonna, if you're a religious person, this might be really triggering to you. All right, trigger warning for religious people that might be watching this. You've had your trigger warning. So basically, basically what I'm saying is, God should be praying to us. That's right. I said it. Because the world is such a freaking mess. And we are the only part of nature that can do it that's not indifferent. We are not indifferent to the suffering of other human beings or to the suffering of animals, for that matter. We're not indifferent. We care. We naturally care. Nature granted us the capacity to be conscientious. We're conscientious motherfuckers. We actually care about suffering. We don't want the suffering. It strikes us as, we don't like to see animals suffer, let alone humans suffer. Man, I don't really care about this. I have one thing of wheat seeds. It's clogging up the inventory. Thou shalt not have a single wheat seed item, even though it looks like it's more than one wheat seed. Do I need to make a crafting table over here somewhere? I should have I kind of want a crafting table that's like right around here. Yeah, right here is a good spot for a crafting table real quick. I need to make picks. I don't want to run all the way home just for some picks. I'm going to have to place a torch here next to it now. Alright, that will do. No creepers around. Okay, we're safe to make picks outside. So yeah, God should be praying to us, is what I think. Alright? Because we can do it. We can make the world a better place. We have the capacity to do it. And I'm going to put birch fences all the way across here. Something like that. Yeah, that looks nice. Looks nice. Yeah, so we have the capacity to make the world a better place, and we should, because we can, just because we can. Because think of how much better it could be. Think of the potential. Remember the potential. It can be incredible. We can do such a better job than we are currently. And all we have to do is revive the tribe, revive the prehistoric tribe, make strong families. That's all it takes. Strong families will fix all of the world problems. It will fix everything. And I will get into how in another episode. But I really believe that. I really think that that's all it would take, is just forming very strong families. That's all it takes, guys, to make the world a better place. That's all you gotta do. It's not hard. Okay, now I kind of do want to make this a double pole, because then it can connect with this fence, with the fence here. And that would I'm going to make it a triple pole. Oops, damn it. That's not what I meant to do. 6. What the hell? Why am I am holding a fence. There, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. So yeah, we could make the world a better place to redeem nature. Reverse redemption. Redeem nature, or God, or whatever you want to call it. Because you know what? Nature feels bad about it. Just like I understand. I don't believe in free will, but I still feel bad about things that I do that kind of suck. If I feel like I've hurt someone, I'm going to feel bad about it. I'm going to feel like I should do something to make it up to them, and I'm going to try to, but nature is just, it doesn't really have that capacity, or it has us. We're the only parts of nature that can actually do something about anything, that have the capacity to redeem nature. Like maybe nature created us in order to redeem itself, Well, you know, these guys, they can really fix the world. They can make things a better place. They can make it nicer for the animals that are just, you know, having to endure all kinds of suffering because because nature was kind of, what's the word? Not negligent, no. What's the freaking word? There's a better word. I'll remember the word. Just give me a second to think about the word. I get this all the time, guys. I get the tip of the tongue all the freaking time. Reckless. That's the word. Nature was kind of reckless in creating the world. And it probably didn't mean for it to turn out this badly. But it also can't just end it, because that would also be bad. So it created us to make the world a better place. And that's what we should do. And that's my mythology for what we should do. I have no idea if that's how it actually is. Oh, dude, that looks dope. I like how that looks. And I have no idea if that's the way it actually is. You know, I don't know. That's just how I think that kind of gives it a nice story for the way life is. I like the way it frames life. That conception. That's my mythology for how I rationalize, for how I like to imagine, for what I like to imagine is the reason why we should make the world a better place. It's to redeem nature. And that kind of makes it feel nice to me. That kind of makes it feel like it would be worth it to do that. But the second part of this question, of the philosophical question of why live and what the point of life is, the second part of it is how do you actually implement that? How, like, if you do figure out that, okay, so the point of life is to redeem nature, but how? How do you redeem nature? And the answer is tribe revival. And if you haven't watched episode 4, I'll recap it really quickly, because we're on day 49, and at the end of this day, I'm going to end the episode. I'll recap real quick, and I'll probably get into this in further episodes for sure, because this is my biggest pet topic of all time. I really like to talk about it. The concept of tribe revival is not what it sounds like. I'm not talking about, a tribe of friends, or of just a group of friends that stick together, a group of strangers that found each other or something like that. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a tribe of relatives. Okay, I'm talking about the extended family tribe. So you can only form a tribe over the course of many generations. It's not something that you can do in your lifetime. It's something that you can raise your children to want to follow through with in the way they raise their children. You can do that. But it takes generations. It takes a long time to actually do that, to actually pull that off. God damn it, I'm going to have to freaking dig up all of this freaking coal. I don't like doing this. I don't like getting coal because I don't have fortune yet. You can get so much more coal if you have fortune. So I generally like to leave it alone and then collect it, later if I really feel like it, because you can get like triple and quadruple coal out of every block. It would just make it so much more worth it. But since I wanted to put another crafting table down, god damn it, how freaking far does this coal go? Jesus Christ. And then if I'd start on it, I'd have to just mine the entire freaking, god damn it. And then I ended up wanting to just mine the entire, and there's iron here too, god damn it. Well, this is fine, this is fine. This is monotonous content during which I can talk about philosophy. This shouldn't be that. This is actually soothing. This is soothing content. So soothing and refreshing and relaxing content, right? Everybody loves to watch people break down blocks with a stone pick. It's very refreshing and relaxing and comforting and soothing. God damn it, look, goes for so long. I just wasn't expecting this. I just wasn't planning on it. That's why I'm frustrated. So yeah, we're going to do this reverse redemption by means of tribe revival. That's how you would do it. That's how you make the world a better place. That would solve all of the problems in the world. And I will get to how in future episodes. Come on, I really want to do this before nightfall. Really? It's going to be night? God damn it. Really now? Really? The freaking coal is what's going to hold me up? God damn. Apparently so. Apparently so. Cool enough. Oh, I'm going to have to sleep. I'm sorry, guys. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this. But that's basically it. I mean, I basically got through what I was wanting to talk about. What else is on my little index card? I made an index card. Not indifferent, God is unethical. Strive revival. Yeah, I covered all of this. I covered everything. That's it. That's all I wanted to say today. So I'm just gonna finish mining this coal and this iron real quick. And you guys can probably already click out of this episode because there's going to be no more philosophical content from here on. From here on, I'm just gonna shut up and finish doing this, which I totally wasn't planning on, and then end the episode. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching through this. I really appreciate you. If you made it all the way through, this is the end of episode 10. We're on 10. We made it to day 50. In hardcore Minecraft. That's amazing. And now I have a lot of iron too and coal that I wasn't even expecting to get in this episode. It's just like I like unexpected things, you know. It's the surprises in life. I like surprises in life. This coal vein ended up being enormous. I got like 60 coal out of it. And just imagine how much I could have gotten if I just left it alone for when I got a poor fortune pick. Dude, I could have had so much more coal. And I didn't do it because, like an idiot, I just started mining into it, thinking that it was just going to be like, oh, it's just going to be a few coal blocks. It'll be fine. And I didn't do that. And I ended up just enduring my frustration and acting like this is totally entertaining. But I pulled it off. There we go. I made it all the way. I filled it all in just to place a crafting table right on top of it, right here. Yeah, I did it. That's what all of that was for. Do I even want a torch next to it? Yes, I do. I want a torch next to it. So I kind of want to make this corner a little bit bigger, actually, because I want a torch next. It's going to look ugly there. I'm going to want it on this side. I'm going to do it like this. This is what I'm going to do. I swear, I'm coming to an end. I'm going to close this episode in just a second. I just got carried away with this freaking crafting table. Because I wanted to make a crafting table right here for some odd reason. I just felt like it. Just felt like doing this. And I'm going to... Oh, I did it because I needed more. I needed more fence. So now I have to do that real quick, too. I swear this episode is coming to an end very soon. I swear. Thank you so much for sticking around, guys. Let me know if you liked it. In my last, dude, I got so the episode like before the 2 episodes ago, episode 8 got love bombed by the algorithm again. Apparently, this doesn't necessarily always happen immediately. It happened like a couple of days in, which was really odd. And once again, exactly like with the first 3 episodes, it was as if somebody turned on the tap abruptly, and then for like I think for about 16 hours, it got like 16 hours of exposure. The views were just rolling in really rapidly. And then suddenly, as if somebody, decided to turn it off, suddenly it ended. As abruptly as it started. That's what I'm talking about. That's the way the algorithm works. It is not linear, guys. And I did not know this before I started this channel. It is not linear. It kind of starts and stops. God, that doesn't look... I'm just going to freaking break this whole thing down. It doesn't look right there. It does not look right. I don't like how it looks. And that entire hill I'm going to freaking break down. Or will I? Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't. Because this I kind of like this water fountain going down from up above. I kind of like that, actually. Maybe I won't break it down then. I'll think about it. I'll have to think about it. For the time being, I did lots of work. I already did a lot of work for today. I think it's time to land the plane, as some like to say. And I'm already taking kind of forever doing that. Right there. That's good. All right. And that's all. That's all for today. We made it to day 50. Already halfway through day 50. I swear, I'm going to get to day 100. I am not planning on making it to the nether before day 100. Day 100, I'm just going to exclusively just work on my surroundings. That's all I'm going to do the entire time. Get through day 100. I'm definitely going to make it to the nether after by day 200 though. By day 200, I will make it to the nether. I swear. So this will get more dangerous. I know I haven't really done anything dangerous like whatsoever yet. Yeah, I've survived hardcore Minecraft for 50 days. Ooh-wee. I still don't have any bones for you doggo. But yeah, episode 8 freaking got like 400 views in like 16 hours. And I got like, I received more subscribers now than I originally had. Before I started Minecraft content, I already had like 20 subscribers, and those were people from back when I was trying to do Civilization 6 videos, which were just garbage. I was just making like, they were like even longer than these. They were like 3-4 hour streams that I was trying to stream on Twitch, trying to act like I was good at Civ 6, and I was not. I was just completely way over my head and just being a dumbass, thinking that I was any good at it. I'm not really good at Minecraft. It's not like I'm good at this. I just thought that, I just thought that maybe some people might like this kind of content. I would watch this kind of content. I don't see anything like this out there. I think I'm the only one that does it exactly like this. So I think some people will. I think I'll find the audience for this. I will seek them out. They will find me, rather. All right, that's it. That's all for today. That's all I wanted to say. I'm out of shovels. I'm just rolling now. I'm just on a roll. On a Rick roll. Is this a Rick roll? This is not a Rick roll. I did draw this out for way too long, and I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm going to keep these hour-long videos. This is going to be the format. Because you know what? This way, they will never go viral. Because I don't want to go viral. I don't want I can't believe I got like 400 views on a video. I was not expecting that, but apparently it's possible. So maybe this one will get like 1,000 views, out of which only like one person is going to make it all the way to the end. Like, I'm sure like most people, like half people will check out after half a minute, and like the other half check out after like 2 minutes or something. Like maybe 1 or 2 people actually keep watching, and then like it gets really slow. And then during the time while I was mining the coal, probably like the last of the last people checked out, and there might be like one person still watching this. So thanks a lot for freaking enduring this painfully long ending of an episode. But it was still good, right? This was important. I really wanted to get this concept out for reverse redemption, and I hope that this was entertaining for you guys, or at least enjoyable. Maybe not entertaining, but enjoyable in some kind of way, right? I thought it was pretty good, right? It was all right. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment, or maybe even a like if you actually liked it. Only leave me a like if you really liked it. And if you didn't like it, leave me a comment. Let me know. Like Artem, this was the ending of that episode. It was just god awful. You should have really tried harder to make it more entertaining in the end. That was just too much. That was just too sloppy. Get better. Improve. I will get better at this. And I really appreciate you guys that are watching this. I think 1 or 2 people might have actually like watched through the entire thing. I think there was a guy that was like just binge watching through all of it, and I really appreciate you if you're that one dude. I really appreciate it. It's really cool. It's really cool that someone's actually done that now. I think someone's actually done that. All right, that's it. That is it. I'm done rambling. I swear that is it. End of episode 10. It is day 50. We're on our way to day 100. thank you so much for giving me a chance here and trying this out. And with that, I say Chatelet. That's it. Chatelet, my fellas. Chatelet.